Nigeria's inland waterways may soon witness a major transformation as the National Inland Waterways Authority (NIWA) unveils plans to rehabilitate dilapidated jetties, phase out unsafe boats, strengthen safety enforcement, and attract more private sector investment into water transportation. The announcement was made by the chairman of NIWA's governing board, His Excellency Barrister Mukhtar Shehu Shagari, during an inspection tour of the authority facility in Lagos.
Really, we are working assiduously by the most people are using. I think it's a mission. It's an embarrassment. I understand because these boats are outdated, they are old, and so on. And if we're talking about safety for the people of this country who use waterways to we should keep them very good and new and actually modern. Buses and so on. And I've told the MD yesterday, and even the members of the staff, that this is an issue that we're going to take very seriously. If we don't have it in our budget now, we'll discuss with the minister and make sure that we buy new vessels and give them out to people. Because some of these people, I think their capital is very small. So the small vessels they have are the ones that really have been using for the past 10 years and so on. And they are so bad, so dilapidated. So with the new hope agenda, we want to bring hope to the people of Lagos and the people of Nigeria. I can assure you that very soon we will see what we can do. We are going to ban those unrelocated vessels that are being used because the life of the people of Nigeria, our people's safety is really very important. It's very important in the new hope agenda that we should make sure that there are no accidents. And these are the things we're looking at. And in fact, that is why when we travel, send our people out for proper training so that they understand this time so that they can do this work effectively. Without training, you cannot do it. Even you yourself, if you don't go for training, sometimes you don't even understand what's going on around the world. So we are going to train our people. We are going to take them out of training, both in Nigeria and of course outside. But these relocating moves, we are going to make a very strong case to the minister to make sure that enough provision is made every year to make sure that we buy new vessels so that our people will be safe and safe. Safety is the most important thing is to make the rivers and waterways safe. That we do. Now, the silting, removing of weights and wrecks and some of those all these things are really very important to us. And like you said, water transportation is the cheapest. And if we make our rivers navigable, it's navigable. It's going to bring food prices down because the movement of food and goods, and livestock and so on will be much cheaper and easier, and our roads will also have some respite. Because one of the biggest problems we have in this country today is that we have too many big trucks on our roads. So no matter how strong you build your road, within 3-4 years, it will simply give way. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to collaborate with the private sector and so on to make sure that we make our rivers navigable so that we can start moving goods and livestock and so on the road and of course passengers. But first of all, we have to make the rivers very safe for people, and we have to make sure that while we are giving permits to people to use the rivers are safe. So this is an issue that is very, very important. And in fact, one of the most important things the federal government is thinking about is how to reduce the number of vehicles we have on our roads, because that has been creating a hell lot of problems, especially for those of us in the north. If you now want to travel from Abuja to go to Lokoja, now the road is so bad. Why? Because those vehicles come to destroy the road. If you travel from Gusau to Sokoto, it's the same thing everywhere, because some of these very heavy vehicles, some of the roads we have are not built for that kind of transportation. They are built for smaller, but now we have much bigger ones and so on. So we are trying the best we can. All we need is that we need the support of the press, we need the support of the private sector, we need the support of the government, and we need the support of everyone to be able to achieve this.
The board chairman also highlighted NIWA's pivotal role in developing and regulating Nigeria's inland waterways, saying the authority is focused on improving safety, expanding infrastructure, and positioning water transportation as a catalyst for national economic development.
First, our responsibility is to improve and develop inland waterways for navigation by making rivers and waterways safe and navigable for boats and other watercrafts. Secondly, provide alternative mode of transportation for the movement of people and goods, reducing pressure on roads and railway. Now, the third objective is to implement the inland waterways aspect of national transport policy, and now as it relates to the new agenda of Mr. President, is in its effort to make this country a better place for all of us. In a nutshell, this is what our job is, and I believe Mr. President carefully selected these people who are highly experienced in their own fields